Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 358 of our trek, and earlier this month we began a detailed series which we originally introduced in January called Your Life Plan Blueprint. We have synthesized this information into a 100-page manual workbook which contains all the forms needed to create and maintain your personal life plan. This is our initial release of the manual workbook, and it is available for download at wisdom-trek.com on the left-hand sidebar of any page. Or if you are listening on your smartphone, you can text the word Life Plan with no spaces to 44222, and your Life Plan Blueprint will be delivered to you in an email. The manual workbook is free during the month of May, so I would encourage you to become one of our early adopters so that all the updates will be available to you free also. By the end of 2016, we will have a complete web mobile version available of your Life Plan Blueprint, which will allow you to complete and maintain it online. Thank you so much for coming along with me on our trek for today. If you'd like to listen to any of the past episodes, please go to wisdom-trek.com to listen to them and to read the daily journal, which contains the pages from your Life Plan Blueprint. You can also subscribe to Wisdom Trek on iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Google Play so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. We are broadcasting from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. On Saturday, after finishing the floor in the parlor and completing some business matters, we started restocking the bookshelves in the library. It is quite challenging determining how best to group the books and which ones have priority. We were successful in completing most of the task, but do have additional books that will need to be housed in a separate cabinet, which will also reside in the library once we put it back in. It will probably be next weekend before we're able to complete that project. This next week, I will be starting on the woodwork in the upstairs hallway and both staircases. The renovations are coming along, and we are very pleased with the change and the progress, although it is very slow and tedious work. As a reminder, we are looking at changing the format of Wisdom Trek on June 1st. Please email me at guthrie@venturecg.com or leave me a comment at the bottom of today's journal and let me know if you'd like me to continue Wisdom Trek on a 7-day, 5-day, or 3-day per week schedule. Also, let me know if you'd like any changes to the format of the daily trek. Thank you so much in advance for your feedback. It's now time to get started on the 20th day of your Life Plan Blueprint workbook. If you've missed any of the previous days in this series, they are available at wisdom-trek.com. On our trek for today, we will begin the 4th step of the WESPER framework, which is the planning phase. We will introduce planning and explore the first of 3 major segments of the planning process. We are taking several days on the hike to go through each of the steps of creating your life plan. I would also encourage you to trek with me through this process and complete the associated forms included in your life plan workbook. If you are following along with the manual workbook, today let's explore the segment of planning on pages 46 through 48 of your life plan blueprint. You can also view this information in the journal for day 358 located on wisdom-trek.com. So let's move forward with planning. Now that you understand why strategy is such an important part of goal setting, which creates your life plan, you are now ready to move into the planning stage of your life plan blueprint. Planning is primarily the organization of long-term objective goals broken down into your short-term activity goals. As A.A. Milne wrote, organizing is what you do before you do something, so that when you do it, it's not all mixed up. And Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5 put it this way, good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. Planning is the 4th step of our WESPER framework. In the strategy step that we just finished, you identified the overall principles to effectively complete your objective and goals. In planning, we use the strategy principles to develop the fully structured plan, complete with all the specific details. In this step, and the next step, which is execution, you will find that your organizational skills play a very important role. Even if you do not consider yourself an organized person, organizational skills can be developed and effectively implemented by following the Wisdom Trek WESPER framework. Or it might be said that goals plus plans equals success. The objective of developing a goal plan within your overall life plan is to 1. Organize your task, and 2. To allocate your resources accordingly. This will allow you to achieve your specific activity goals within your desired time frame. It will give you clear understanding on how best to invest your time and energy. If your plan is well developed, it will keep you organized in the pursuit of your objective and activity goals. If your plan is not well organized, or if it's messy and haphazard, you will find that your tasks get thrown into disarray and you lose focus when pursuing your goals. As you proceed with planning, we will cover 5 key guidelines to use. The first segment in planning is Develop Your Plan, which covers 5 steps to success. Step 1. Plan your major 7-year objectives in each of the 7 areas of your life. Don't be afraid to make it to be to the third power objective, one that is big, bold, and brave. As part of the process, ask yourself why you desire this objective over and over until you get a clear reason for the objective that you set. Make sure that each objective is congruent and consistent with your life purpose and that all areas of your life are balanced. Write them down as a reminder. The 7 areas of your life will once again are 1. Spiritual, 2. Family, 3. Physical/health, 4. Mind/intellect, 5. Personal/social, 6. Financial, and 7. Work/career. Step number 2. For each of the 7-year objectives, ask yourself, what will I need to accomplish by the end of year 1 to be on track to meet my 7-year objective? What is your specific checkpoint to compare against? This 1-year goal will have tasks and activities associated with it, but specific details are best left for the next 3 steps. Write down your 1-year goal in each area of your life, and then repeat the step at the beginning of each new year. Step number 3. For each of your 1-year goals, ask yourself, what will I need to accomplish by the end of month 1 to stay on track to meet my 1-year goal? You will start listing a few more detailed tasks or activities, but the granular tasks are best left for the final 2 steps. Write down your 1-month goal in each area of your life. Repeat this step at the beginning of each new month. Step number 4. For each 1-month goal, ask yourself, what will I need to accomplish by the end of week 1 to stay on track to meet my 1-month goal? This goal should be specific, measurable, and clearly understood. It is crucial that you reach this objective. Write down your 1-week goal in each area of your life, and then repeat the step at the beginning of each new week. Step number 5. For each of your 1-week goals, ask yourself, what do I need to accomplish each day of this week to stay on track to meet my 1-week goal? These are no longer goals, but detailed, specific, and measurable tasks that you need to accomplish each day of this week to meet your 1-week goal. You should verify that every step that you take is completed before the end of each day. As you can see, this 5-step process begins with the end in mind and breaks down life planning into smaller and smaller digestible nuggets. While we keep the overall objective in mind, our primary focus becomes what we focus on today and this week. If we accomplish our daily and weekly tasks, then our monthly, yearly, and 7-year objectives will take care of themselves. Since we determined our why as part of our 7-year objective, as you create your daily task in each of the 7 areas of your life, I have 5 guiding questions that you need to ask yourself each day. Who? Who is required to perform each task? And this typically will be you. What? What is the full list of tasks that you need to undertake? What are the action steps needed to trigger each task? And what resources do they involve? When? When does each task need to be performed? How regularly does each task need to be performed? And this may be even daily. Where? Where is each task supposed to be done? And how? How is each task going to be executed? Be clear on each strategy and the prioritization of your task for success, which we discussed in the previous 2 days of strategy. These are the core and important guidelines that will make the most of your goal. Strategy needs to be set before planning, and we will explore the final 2 planning segments further in the next couple of days. On our check for today, we explored the first segment of the planning phase of our WESPER framework. This included the 5 steps and the 5 questions to ensure successful planning within your life plan blueprint. Tomorrow we will explore the second segment of your planning phase, which is how your plan will fit into your schedule. We will cover pages 49 through 52 of your Life Plan Blueprint Workbook and Manual. If you've not done so already, please make sure you download your Life Plan Blueprint and encourage your family and friends to join us and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. This will finish our trek for today. Just as you enjoy your daily doses of wisdom, we ask you to help us to grow Wisdom Trek by sharing it with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person as you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. The journal for today's trek is available at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.